My name is Kimberly and this is She Van Igan. She is a 2000 Ford E-350 5.4 liter V8. She used to be a shuttle bus. I have been living in her since February 21st. Alright, so welcome to my home. This area here is my dining area, and I put this map on and I created this swivel table so that I can shove it into the cockpit there. I can pull it around and dine here, or I can put it here, use it as a work surface. And the other thing that I can do is I can just shove it right on top of the dinette booth, and then it's out of the way, so I have room to move about. So that was the reason why I did the little swivel table. I just felt I needed a lot of versatility with this, and I use it to work at when I'm working from home. I have some little chairs that sit on this side so I can seat 4 people here and we can eat. And I created my dinette. I picked this out of an old RV, and this cushion, and then the bottom piece, it was made from an old wine rack that came out of a store. So I took the wine rack apart and I just scavenged all the pieces and created this this bench. My cousin fabricated this screen for me, and he made it exactly to fit here, and I can take the screen and click it up here, open the window, clean the window, do what I need. And this piece of wood here, I have a boxer and she likes to lean against the so this piece of wood here I put here so that she won't like pop the screen out and fall out the window. She's kind of, she would do that. So I have these little planter boxes that my mom gave me, and they just add a little pop of color. I have some deer moss that my best friend gave me, some extra face masks, and then the batteries for my little twinkle lights. I have my fruit basket here, and I found this net wasn't really great for my fruit, and so I put a bowl in there with a silicone lining around it to kind of protect my fruit a little bit when we drive. So under here I have my litter box and my litter and my dog walking bags. I pick up all my poop and stuff. So and then I have my Camco cassette toilet here with the little chemical things. So this is my bulkhead. I took out this TV and a DVD player, and there was actually electrical right over here that I still have, and so I have all of this storage now. I had to put a lot of insulation in it because it was really hot in there. And so then I have some sweaters, my teapot, and my makeup here. This could be better, but for now it's good, and it covers it up and it keeps that heat in there. It's reduced the amount of heat that I get from there by a lot. This piece of wood here is from Hurricane Irma, and I built and lived in a tiny house on a property in Florida, and during Hurricane Irma this tree came down. The property that I lived on belonged to my good friends Dave and Kathy, and Dave spoke wisdom to me as we built the tiny house, and he gave me instruction on how to make it secure and structurally sound, and then always like that extra about, you know, just bettering myself as well. I just want to remember that with this piece of wood, and this came off of his property. Good memories. So this is my closet, and I have these hangers here that hang 5 dresses each. I work a professional job. I'm a teacher, so I had to have a closet. I look like I crawled out of bed for a while when I didn't have a closet. It also houses my shower under here. This is just a 2-gallon heavy-duty sprayer. Generally what I do is I heat water my teapot, pour it in there if I want a hot shower. I have a shower pan in here, and I lay a towel down and put the shower pan down, and I shower in here, and I rinse my hair in the sink because that's where most of the water goes to, and then I just pour the pan in the sink and stuff. And the shower pan is really not a shower pan. It's actually a really large serving tray from Walmart. And when the pandemic hit, I needed somewhere to shower because I was going to the gym all the time, and they closed the gym. So I stand in a serving tray, and it's pretty deep. It's like 2 inches deep, and it's about this big around, and it catches most of the water, and the towel catches the rest. When I laid this floor down, I put a solid sheet vinyl piece, and I ran it up the walls, and then I put the walls on over it. So it's kind of like a tub in here. And then I put a drain below here. If there's any spills or whatever, it can just run down and run out. And that's been a lifesaver a few times. This is my china cabinet. I've never had a china cabinet, but I decided to put some plates up and display them because I thought they were pretty and I like the colors. Here is my baked dishes and my cloth napkins. Coffee. Like the biggest part of my pantry is taken up by the things I use for coffee, but that's because it's really important. Silverware, coffee stuff, and then my pantry here. This is my fridge. It is a 12 volt or a 110. So, and right now it's plugged into 110, but I have a cord that's run under here that will run off my engine, and I can plug that on cloudy days. I can plug it in. It has everything I need. I can eat for about a week. This is my stove, and I made cookies this morning. I got this from an old RV. If you are trying to build on a budget, my recommendation is to go to like some junkyards that have RVs and just pick stuff. I've never known of a gas stove that went bad. And if it does go bad, a lot of it's this piping stuff, which is pretty easy to replace and repair. So I got this stove. It's got a decent size oven, and I can bake just about anything that I want. Cooking is really important to me. I have cooked and had my family and friends come in and dine with me. I desperately needed or wanted a stove that would serve all my needs for cooking for my family and friends. One of my newest additions is water, running water. It's a game changer. So my sink I got originally, and I've had my sink since the first very crude build, and I have a switch down here that turns it on. This noisy pump is a heavy duty pump. It's a heavy duty marine pump, so I don't mind it being noisy. I have a Berkey water filter. I can put water from a river or anything in it, and it will make potable water for me. My one and only 110 electrical port is right here, and the rest of it is extension cords. I don't have many electrical needs. I have a strip up here, a power strip up here that's a surge protector. These cabinets, I make this cabinet and there's like, it looks like a jigsaw puzzle because all of these were little tiny pieces that I put together to create this cabinet. And then I painted it different colors to kind of hide all the multitude of sins because it's really, don't look too close. It's my first attempt at cabinet making, and you can definitely tell. Way under here there is a line. It is the power line for my solar system if I need to do shore power. It runs under here and runs through and goes out the passenger door. Also, my water pump is secured under there, and then I also keep bags, and this is also my propane. My propane is secured in here. I think it's a 20-pound tank. It's secured in here, and it's also down drained. Like there's that drain opening so that, you know, if it does leak or whatever, the propane will exit out. So if I could say anything to you, if you want to start van life, it doesn't have to be a $65,000 van with a $32,000 build. It just doesn't need to be in order to be really livable. And I live here full time. I work a professional job full time, and this is absolutely everything that I need. This is my bedroom. It's a standard full-size bed. I didn't do any hacking or sawing. It's a really nice traditional mattress. It's not memory foam or anything, but it's really comfy. I can sleep head to toe and have several inches of room. The van is 78 inches wide here, so 6.5 feet, and this mattress just plopped right down in here. I put it on some plywood, and the plywood is reinforced in several places with other pieces of plywood and little scraps that I had. It's 28 inches high. So under my bed here, I have this dresser that keeps like socks and underwear, and then just stuff like my deodorant and my brushes and things like that. I can slide this out. Under here is sweaters, a 20-gallon RV water tank. But my system is under here, and it's an Energy Apex. It's a plug-and-play system. For me, I did not understand electricity well enough to do an MPPT charger and this and that and an inverter and a da-da-da-da. I didn't have that confidence. I have 300 watts of solar on the top, and it comes down through the back here, and it comes down into right here. It has 6 110 plugs and maybe 4 12 volt, I don't know. Anyway, it has enough. So that's my power. Then under here is all storage. This is my dresser. It's a little IKEA thing, and I have 6 of these little things, and when I'm not lazy, I put everything away. So I roll all my clothes, I set it up on the side, and I roll all my clothes and stick them in that way so that I can see everything that I have. I do like to hike and camp. I also like to build. I need clothes that I can hike in, and I need clothes that I can build in, but I also need clothes that I can go and work my professional job in. So I need more clothes than your average person who lives in a van. This was my solution. You can follow me on Instagram at She Van Igan. It's she_van_IGAN. Thanks for coming to visit me, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and just know that every single one of you have a destiny that only you can fulfill, and you're a really important person on this planet. That's really what I need to say.